All right, this video is more of a reminder to self than anything. And it's for people, anybody who wants to do something relatively ambitious. And I don't care whether that's, building a business, which is my case, or whether it's, starting a band or doing something else. But the core theme of this video is just that the work does not change. That is the point. And I found myself oftentimes in early days looking for ways out, looking for different and new types of things to do. So distractions, essentially, because distractions are easy and exciting. Because there's the new toy, the new shiny toy that you get to play with. What I mean, is in my context, for example, right now, I need to do work to promote my company more. So, what does that look like? Well, I could do this strategy and I could plan about this thing, and planning is a lot of fun. Planning is great fun. Time blocking, my calendar, and I'm never gonna fucking stick to the thing, but that's the kind of stuff I used to do. I used to plan, the most complex systems. The thing is, planning is fun because it's not actually doing the work. And if you actually find yourself doing the work, what you'll probably find is you have to do the same shit over and over again. And that's kind of the fucking point. I really, really wish I had learned that lesson earlier, which is that you don't have to do that many different things. You just have to do a lot of the same shit over and over and over again. That's especially the case at the start. There is not a huge range of activities that you need to be engaging in. There's a actually pretty small range. It's just you have to do a lot of them. And there are days where I get an idea to do something new. And the reality is, that new thing is probably distraction. It is more destructive than it is useful in terms of my energy, because I don't have resources to, put an entire team behind testing this thing. And you need full-time, full-time hours from yourself to test it. I've recently sometimes sat myself down and I'll walk through the idea and I'll let myself play it out in my head, and I'll be like, okay, I can do this and then this and then this. Okay. Realistically, is that going to happen? First question. Second question, what is the opportunity cost? By doing this, I'm not going to be doing the thing that I should be doing, which is being consistent and doing all the other things that I've been building up with. It's not rocket science. You just need to do the basics usually. You just need to get the fucking basics right. Man, people don't get the basics right. And I'm guilty of this myself. The basics are the most important things that you need to be doing. You will get so far by just doing the simplest actions. I'm talking about be better in your relationships. I mean customer relationships. I mean relationships in general. They will bear fruit. They will be friendly to people. Grow friendships with people who are potential clients. It's really not rocket science. It's just that work takes time. I will say, for whoever has watched this far, the other reminders that things take time, and I think we can, at least I can, be incredibly impatient. I think other people might not struggle with that as much, but many people do. And impatience is what causes you to take the wrong actions. You must do a lot of the same things, sometimes without receiving the cookie, without receiving the reward. You have to work without seeing anything come of it. That is the biggest, I think, struggle, especially for me, but it's like you have to work in uncertainty, in a condition of uncertainty. As humans, we hate uncertainty, so our brains generally try to avoid it. But that is the condition that you must work under. I hope that serves as a useful reminder to somebody who might be, staring down this kind of long winding path, and you need to put one step in front of the other. Stop, checking the bushes for another path. The path is right in front of you. It really is. I've really noticed this recently. Two big principles: less is more, slow and steady wins the race. These two things alone will get you so fucking far. I'm talking pretty much wherever your dreams could take you. And I am a fool. I'm a complete fool for not having heeded those lessons earlier. They were right in front of me. They were staring at my face the whole time, but I just didn't want to listen to them because they weren't convenient and they weren't what I wanted to hear. And I could have been so much further. I suppose I should have put this at the start of the video, but for context, I've been running a development company for 3 years and I've made a lot of mistakes. I could have been further ahead than I am now if I had done the right things. And I think I know a lot more of those right actions now. Nonetheless, keep learning and trying to apply those simple principles, those simple lessons, the cliche lessons. Apply those first. Just slow and steady, just work on something for a long time, figure it out, be patient, do a lot of the same shit. Things work eventually. Just make sure the thing that you're doing is working, and you should be able to know within 3 to 6 months. That's the time window that you need to know if something's working properly or not. Hopefully this is a useful reminder to somebody.